Miss Nelson is Missing by Harry Allard and James Marshall.
Good morning, class.
Good morning, Miss Nelson.
Today we're going to read a book called Dinosaurs. Michael. Okay, let's pay attention. What were dinosaurs?
Man, you know what?
Dinosaurs
it was so good.
were-
Like the game.
Yeah,
You watched it?
No, I ain't seen none of
Boys.
Why you got that?
You don't like pig skin?
What?
Boys,
I'm
pay
sorry.
attention. Dinosaurs were animals called
Oh, boy.
reptiles. They
Dang,
lived
really?
millions of years ago.
Michael, you-
Pictures.
Oh, you know.
There is going to be a test on this.
Oh.
Hatching from eggs,
Look,
baby
look,
dinosaurs.
eggs, man. Look, eggs.
Hatching from eggs.
You fixed it.
Michael,
Yeah.
Michael,
Yeah.
put your phone away, please.
Why you ain't call me last
Put your
night for the
phone-
game?
Cause you
What the?
you just cough, guys?
She coughing. She got it. Oh, wow. Wow, she got COVID. There's something ain't right with her.
Miss Nelson,
Yes,
There's something
I
ain't
feel
right.
like you need to go home.
You need to go home.
You're not feeling too well.
I'm not
Mhm.
feeling very well. I think you're right. I think I do
you
need to
come
go home.
Yeah, come on. You're not feeling too well.
She gotta get back one. She got social distance.
Cough on me.
No, I had fur. Don't, man.
What is the meaning of this? I was told that this was Neil Armstrong Elementary School, home of the proud small Astros. Well, I don't see that right now. Boy, get yourself crisscross applesauce right now. Now, my name is Miss Viola Swamp. Good morning, boys.
Good morning.
Good morning, Miss Swamp.
Good morning, Miss Swamp.
Swap.
Play with me if you want to. I don't know who you think you are, but I sure is no Miss Nelson. And today I'm going to read this book to you called Trapped in the Video Game. What is the name of this book?
Trapped in a video game.
And it's written by Dustin Brady. Who is it written by?
Dustin Brady.
Very good. Now, last time. I'm sorry. Who do you think you calling? No police
Nobody.
here. Excuse me?
Nobody.
And get this head off your head.
You a crybaby.
Shut up.
Now get yourself together right now. Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. Miss Swamp, you have a phone call in the front office.
Thank you, sir. I'll be right back. You must think fat meat ain't greasy.
Oh, she don't never come back.
Y'all miss Miss Nelson, don't y'all?
Yeah.
I know y'all do.
Yeah, yes, we do. We miss her.
Mhm.
Is she feeling better? When does she come back?
Don't know.
Good morning, boys.
Miss Nelson!
Hey,
She back!
Miss Nelson is back.
Yes, I'm back. How are you, boys?
Good.
How you feeling? You okay?
I'm feeling so much better.
Yeah.
Thank you for asking.
No, thank you. Welcome back. We miss you.
Yeah, you much
That
better.
other lady, she
was amazing.
Yeah, we miss you. We really appreciate you so much.
Oh, thank you so much,
Yeah.
boys. That means a lot.
To our dearest tall Astros, on behalf of Michelle and I, we want to wish you again a wonderful Teacher Appreciation Week. Neil Armstrong wouldn't be the school it is without you, and thank goodness this building is not filled with Viola Swamps.
Thank you, Tall Astros, for all you do and for being the Miss Nelsons of our school. We love you, we miss you, and can't wait to see you again. Happy Teacher Appreciation Week.
Astro Pride!
We the real world changers, because I had a group of educators who spoke life into me, and I'm looking at the impact I'm making across the world, and if they could just see me now, if they could just see what their sacrifice produced, if they could see what their hard work produced, if they could see what their love produced, if they could see what their faith produced. And the problem with most educators and people of influence over this newer generation today, the problem with most of them is they don't have eyes of faith. I'm that student where I had struggles in schools, like I'm that guy. My mom had me when she was 16 years old. I went through all sorts of struggles and failures, drug and alcohol abuse. My story is long. Diagnosed with ADHD. I went to 3 different schools for the 9th grade. And so when I go to the schools, I'm telling them your condition is not your conclusion. Like where you are right now, that's temporary. Many of the young students I work with, I'm in all these schools all over America. Y'all know I'm on a mission to reach 1 million students this year. I'm letting them know, like, your DNA doesn't determine your destiny, your decisions do. I'm thinking of all the students here in California, all the students here in Reading, in Fresno, like all these students, many of them will rather work in the field than be in school because they don't value education. If I could just get my hands on them and let them know, like, man, there is so much power and value in education, and though I haven't touched them right now, I can touch you, and you're the real change makers. So my message to you is you look at someone like me, I had issues. I promise you, I once was lost, but now I'm found, and I'm experiencing something different now, and it was through the value of education. Those educators who showed up every single day, and they poured into me, and they encouraged me, and they loved on me. They didn't let me do whatever. They gave me a hard time. They challenged me, but it was because of love. Like, I could feel it. Like, these students not dumb. You're not dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can tell if somebody really don't like you, like if they're just tolerating you. And I've got a group of educators that was like, nope, I'm excited to be here, Jeremy. This is going to be your year. And because they spoke life to me on a continual basis, you know what I did? I believed them. I eventually let that wall down, and I began to work with those who wanted to work with me. Now when you look at me now, and I just finished my 7th book. Our team, we just wrote a curriculum, next level students. I'm thinking like, what do I had troubles reading when I was in school. What do I got? I got no business writing books and curriculums and being a published author. Like, what does that look like? I've been in South Africa, I can't tell you how many times over the past 2 years. Australia 3 times in the past 3 years speaking for conferences. I've been to Bangalore, India. Like, I'm thinking like, how are people finding me? Like, what am I doing? You know what I'm doing? It's the seed that was planted start growing. Those educators who spoke years into me 10, 15, 20 years ago, those seeds start growing, and I just continue to press forward. I still hear what they were telling me. I still hear the challenges. I still hear the words of affirmation. And so what you do, every single day, you just keep putting that work in. You keep showing up, you keep serving, and you got no clue what you're going to experience. It's like a mental fight. But I believe that if we stay faithful, I believe that we're consistent with that, the work that we do is eventually going to take place in their lives. These kids are looking for more, and you are that more. So you might not have the cape, you might not have the spider webs coming out of here, you might not have the hammer, you might not that Iron Man boy, like you might not have that. You might not turn into a Hulk, like you might not be a superhero like that, but let me tell you something. Like all that stuff fictional. Y'all the real superheroes.